And here we are. The group YWACAI has just entered the city of Kambal, reported to the Seafaring Guild about the return of Queen Justilia and the incidents that happened on sea, where they were met with a questioning gaze before they left and are touching the informational booth within the city and learned about some of the world events happening before the great wind races in Kambal. They have also become consciously aware of the city of Kambal's dungeon, as I've notified here. Or zoom in just for consistency's sakes here. With the party being somewhat short on gold, depending on who you ask, it has become to general consensus that they are very interested in diving into the dungeon and procuring materials or treasures themselves for the gold to deepen their pockets before the great wind races and catching a ride to the other side of the continent. And that is where we pick up with Dahl coming back to the little group of taverns over here, the Hero Shield taverns. Y'all have yet to find a place or even like put in for a night or lodgings, so to speak. It is only like 9:30 in the morning, and you've barely glimpsed over the informational voucher. So just all you know is where you landed at the docks, the guild, the Heroes Tavern, the Hero Shield taverns and inns, and then the one specific enchanting shop in the entire city where Dahl got her Circlet of Disguise self enchanted. La di fucking da.
Is there a adventurers guild?
Is there a what guild?
Adventurers guild.
Yes, there are. The Adventurers Guild itself would actually be mixed in with the dungeon settings, so let's just color that with something bright or dark. So all of this I will say everything within this red giant square is both dungeoneering, lodgings for the dungeons, guilds and entrances for the dungeons, the Adventurers Guild, and everything associated with dungeons and adventuring is located on this peninsula within the red square I have just drawn. And also, do not forget, and I will remind this every episode, Reggie has a potentially infinite bottle of Grog of Whimsy that he may use or distribute or trick at any point meaning in time. Because that's what chaos is. Betraying your friends. Where do we like to go from here?
Crickets. I'm gonna shrug because I'm poor. Allegedly.
Yeah, my intention was just going directly for the guild. But actually, Did we even take a sleep? What time is it when we were out here?
It is 9:30 a.m.
Oh yeah, no, fuck yeah. We have a whole day to go through the dungeon.
Okay,
No, I actually wanted to get some information on the dungeon before we went.
okay, what kind of information?
Just, I guess, I mean, the last dungeon we went into, we got information about the dungeon.
Is that
Is
a...
Code
Correct.
talking on the Twitch channel? Or is he DMing you?
Huh?
Is this Koada messaging you? Information?
Like, Duncan is just saying random sentences. Like, what is going on?
Well, I'm asking him questions. I'm muted because I assume that you guys can hear me. I'm sorry.
No, we can't play.
Oh, no. Okay. No, we
I,
cannot hear you.
I asked for additional information on the dungeon itself because the last time we went in to a dungeon, we got information. So I wanted to go to the guild first, and then we could go into the
Okay.
That makes sense.
That's smart.
For some
Okay.
reason today, like, Dunkle's thing's not actually picking up your microphone, so could be good for the day.
That's great. That means that I can, for the most part, be.
Yeah, but that means on my side you're muted for the stream. And that the only way streaming and everything can hear you is you speaking loudly.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, Duncan, is whenever you talk, my mic picks you up.
I know.
But your mic isn't picking me up for some reason.
I don't know. So, yes, the previous dungeon that you did conquer, because you did conquer the dungeon.
Yep.
You did receive a lot of information about it, and you did receive a lot of guidance toward it, but that's also because that was a pop-up dungeon, not a established dungeon. So, since this has
I
been
was under the impression that it was just a fresh, brand new dungeon that came out.
correct,
I didn't
it was-
understand that there was a difference between pop-up and established.
So, well, if Reggie would share the pamphlet, there would be he would have a little information about it.
He did share the pamphlet. We all
I
I
looked
shared
at
the pamphlet.
In the pamphlet, it said there are some dungeons that are established in towns and city centers. The pop-up dungeons are one that pop into existence and are found and are completely unexplored and new. And so therefore they're brand new dungeons. Unknown depths, unknown levels, unknown monsters, and difficulty. Established dungeons, they can say, we're estimating it be X amount of floors, but we've either only ventured to 20 of those floors, and we're estimating it to be either a 25 or a 50, a 25 or a 30, but we just can't get past like the floor boss or something. Or we've cleared this dungeon, all 40 floors, 100%, but we're keeping it open to stimulate the economy. Because you do, just like the dungeon you first conquered, you do have the option to shut down the dungeon or keep it open and reset.
Okay.
We did establish that it would probably crash their economy at the end of the last episode.
Yeah, y'all deemed it a very hilarious concept to clear the dungeon
Well,
and just
yeah.
shit down the economy.
Well, that was the thing, right? Is that we knew that we could close them.
Yeah. You can, in fact,
I don't know.
close a dungeon.
We went to the last one, and after it's cleared, it disappears.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll see when we get down there. But an established dungeon, you would think would have more information because there is more, like it's been there longer.
It's established.
Right.
There's like a whole building around it. I'm pretty sure you'll have some information about what's inside.
Right.
Absolutely. So, it'll take you about half an hour walking or 10 minutes by your cart with your horses.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you. We should probably also get rid of all of the food that we acquired. We do have a lot of it, and it will eventually, like at least the fish and
Within the bag of holding, things do not spoil.
well, it's not in the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, y'all have like a barrel.
The bag of holding is just my shit.
Oh yeah, you do have like fish and dried fish and meats and jerkies and shit like that.
And a
And
fuckload of hardtack.
and a fuckload of hardtack, and also Keilani has a 35-gallon drum of liquor.
Mm. Yeah, she does.
Right, so, I mean, we're gonna be here for a little while. We could technically just sell what we have and then get new stuff, because we haven't really used any of the things that we have.
Not my food.
Well, if you're going dungeoneering, that's something you don't have to worry about. Just load the fuck up on hardtack and jerky and call it a day.
We do have a pound of jerky
A pound of jerky will not last you very long.
and 2 dry sausages. But that's what I'm saying, is like, we have this food, and it is everyone's food. It's not my food. I just happen to have it on my inventory sheet. But anyway. Also, why do I have this scroll?
It's a good question.
Reggie, do you want a scroll to sell for money? You
Or
guys pay to keep it.
I believe, if I remember correctly, it's a level 3 thunderclap.
It's a level 4. It's
Level
a fourth
4.
level.
Fourth level thunderclap.
Reggie will take it. Does he know how to? Can he use a scroll?
Yes. One of the things about scrolls is that any scrolls or talismans or
Anyone can use them.
stuff of those natures, of spells written and encased in them, you can use them innately. Even you can open up and use it just as though you were casting the spell and without having magical inclination.
Okay.
Roll Arcana for me real quick. Use
Me?
like the verbal component if I remember. Yes. Because Mama Was redeemed roll a d20 for a skill. Roll Arcana and see how magical this. You know it's pretty magical, and that's about it. You're like, ooh, you don't know the thunder wave, and then that's about all. That's all you see. That's all you know. It goes boom.
It goes boom.
It goes boom. Yes, it would also depend on the language it was written in. So if you're trying to cast a spell written in Celestial, and you don't know Celestial, you can't use it. But if it's written in Common, you can pretty much use it.
You didn't specify if it was written in a different language.
It's Common. No, it's not. This is one of those moments where Reggie sees a bunch of words on a scroll and then just sees the title of the spell that's being cast and then realizes it just goes boom. That's it. So, moving along, I will say you take your cart and you go down the main roads, knowing which is the main roads by the informational pamphlet that has been given to you. The roll told Reggie, or Kirby in this instance, I want a game-breaking roll. No game-breaking roll just yet. It told him more information about the spell. that was embedded in the scroll. Going through the main instances and streets, you do eventually, 10 minutes later, find yourselves here at the beginning and gates of this peninsula. At the gate entrances, you see crowds and crowds of people. Yes, I will let you know, Waz. I promise. You see crowds and crowds of people, rough and tough. Not rough and teddy. God damn it. Rough and tough looking adventurers. All geared to the teeth. Giant backpacks on. Conversing amongst each other. Sharpening their weapons. Checking their spell components. And the wizards with their big bags of all their components. I do. That would be fun. They all seem to be standing in line, and there's 3 different lines that they separate everyone into, and it seems to be like a recording process. Who's coming in, who's going out, etc., etc. The lines move quickly, and as you get to the guard asks, party name?
Why?
I'm not saying it.
Why?
As in the word or the letter?
Why?
The letter.
Why?
Yes, there is a circle around it.
Understood. Names of group. Names within the group.
Reginald, Joel, Arkon, Keilani, and as we hear like the sound of wood falling, is just Vaeryn T-posed again on the ground. In
Topos.
our charming friend Vaeryn.
Topos syndrome. Such a shame. Melissa's game name is Doll.
Yeah, that's what I said, doll.
Yeah. He writes it all down.
I think Waz was asked it.
Was asked what her in-game name was. He writes it all down.
Well, that explains it.
And then he gives you, since you're the one talking, he gives you a card. This is your entrance ticket. If you choose not to stay at any of the inns here, or your party gets wiped, this is the ticket to show that we registered you for the dungeon. And know that you came in here willingly and didn't sneak in. Information about the dungeon is at the wedge-shaped kiosk right before the main building. Good luck and have fun surviving.
Thank you.
And he lets y'all in.
I'll immediately start going towards the information booth.
As you pass through these gates, excuse me. Okay. As you pass through the gates, the paved cobblestone city street beneath you shifts and changes into giant flat square cut stone. Smooth, seamless, leveled, as if this entire peninsula had been sheared off with the scrape of a knife to make everything flat and level. It is this terracotta orange with a tint of tan sand to it. The buildings in front of you, the 2 half circles, seem to be the lodgings of where adventurers come up. They come up and rest, and they come up and have night and shelter or reprieve from the dungeon. Seems to be staff areas throughout, blacksmiths, potion makers, and some enchanters, it looks like, on off to the sides. Training grounds throughout the edges of the buildings. And then as you approach through the two half-circle buildings, you see the wedge-shaped kiosk. And you see a person inside the kiosk, open-aired, about every 3 feet, almost shoulder to shoulder from each other, as they're talking to group members and leaders, handing out other pamphlets, agreeing with others, denying others, and just the constant stream and flow of people coming and going. Behind them, in this grandiose style tower, is about a 3-story building, very modernized for what seems to be your standard brick and mortar. Very uniformed, very nice shingles, everything. And in the center, there seems to be the tip of a tower. Inside of this column, it goes to an open-air section, almost like a bell tower. But in the midst of this open-air section, it seems to be a bunch of bricks floating around in almost a slow cascading timepiece. Just bricks tumbling and floating around in a circular motion in this open-air piece, capped off by what would be, seems to be a giant bronze dome encapsulating everything. And that seems to be the top of the dungeon, as it then disappears into a column opened up by these two grandiose doors, 30 feet tall each, and with people coming and going.
Are we able to see wait, this is the entrance to the dungeon?
This is, so, freehand.
This is the top of the dungeon.
This is the top, dungeon top down.
Yeah.
So this is the entrance where everyone goes in, feels around for the first couple floors, and gets their bearings. But it seems like the dungeon goes deeper as you progress floor by floor down.
Now, how many people are walking in and out of that portal?
Easily about 100 people a minute.
Right.
The people going in, fresh, young, spry. The people coming out, either defeated, exhausted, saddened and crying, as if they lost someone, or they're coming out with giant backpacks, what seem to be stuffed to the gills full of items, and they're stuffed to the gills with items as they're just coming out and looking for the nearest person to hawk it off to.
Okay. Reggie will get in line for the information kiosk.
You have to wait about 2 or 3 minutes. Nothing too long. And as you do, this woman says, "Yes, sir, you? What can I help you with?"
We're here to seek information on the dungeon.
Okay.
Specifically, the difficulty, how many floors, and the current status.
The current status of the dungeon is unfinished. The most explored level is level 24, with level 25 being a boss floor. We estimate the dungeon to be anywhere from 30 to 50 floors. The dungeon has not been finished or reset. There is a safe haven floor on floor 5, 10, 15, and 20.
Increments of 5.
Correct.
How do you know that the dungeon goes down to 35 if the lowest someone's gone is 25?
We're estimating.
Okay.
We're estimating because compared to other dungeons of similar size and scale and difficulty, they have been anywhere from level 30 to 50. 50 being the maximum we've ever seen a dungeon, and that was hundreds, if
Gotcha.
not closer to 1,000 years ago. That was the deepest dungeon ever found.
You got it.
Also, 50 floors.
Approx.
Meta, sorry for a second. Meta. 50 floors for one singular dungeon is fucking insane. Even level 20 adventurers
well,
would fucking struggle.
Gotcha.
Okay, back in.
You said there's a floor boss on 25. You have any information on that?
The floor boss on 25. And she's gonna flip through a couple pages real quick. Construct. Unknown origin. Unknown HP. Very strong. Very resilient.
What's an
Accompanied by
HP?
health points. It's just how hardy it seems. Hardy points. It is accompanied by 2 stone golems. 2 stone golems, and and 1 giant clock. It seems that the stone golems themselves are as a threat just for them being accompanied with her. It also seems to be that the clock somehow, as others that have survived the encounter, the clock tolls not only for death but for reset. So we think it either resets the floor of the encounter or it resets the instance of the fight for the boss. Where the boss resets and everything in that room resets back to where it was when the adventurers walked in, but the adventurers themselves are where they just were mid-fight, losing their spells and their stamina drained.
Okay. Any wildlife?
Varying wildlife. The first 10 floors are standard dungeons. Goblins, some trolls, wolves, your standard scattered serpents, stuff like that. Floors 11 through 15, some manticores, some basilisks, and a couple other nastier creatures. 16 through 20, they get a little harder. There's an environmental change, so it will be more frigid, more ice and lightning type of environments, more than cavernous and dungeonous. And that itself could be more terrain than creature scary. But then floor 20 through 24 seems to be more cavernous but abandoned city of futuresque constructs and buildings.
Kind of look towards the group. Has anyone eaten a basilisk?
No.
I do not know what half these things would taste like.
Well, there's a first time for everything, right?
It's just in case we run out of food, of rations. And considering the mass of people both exiting and entering, I don't believe we have the time for this dungeon.
Do you have your card with you? Your entrance card?
Oh yes. Yeah. As I hand it over.
Thank you. Oi? Is your party name?
Who?
It's an
It's a Y.
A
Y.
Y. And then what's this around it?
A circle.
A circle. Do you not know shapes?
No, I do, but I'm trying to. I didn't know if it was one word or if it was a sigil. Y with the circle. Y with a circle around it. YWACAI. Why didn't you tell me? And then a couple other of the ears and the ladies behind the kiosk kind of snapped their head over. They're like, YWACAI? YWACAI? That's their group. That's the group.
Reggie is hovering, and Reggie is now hovering his hand like a good distance away from his ass. Like, hold on.
If I could disappear, I would.
Wakanda forever. God bless it. So she says, you're the group that cleared the dungeon. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. You're the group that cleared the dungeon in Muru. Am I mistaken?
We are that group. Well, it was specifically
in that case,
me.
Since you have cleared a dungeon before, I can give special permission to your group. And she kind of takes a crystal and scans it over the card. You may start on floor 15. Or floor 16. I apologize. Your card is what's going to tell you where you're going, what floor to start at. And then as you enter the dungeon, it will check the card and teleport you to the entrance of said floor. Since you have prior experiences with a dungeon, you will be starting on floor 16. 16 through 20 that is all the ice level. All the ice environments. So, pack warm and enjoy.
I kind of look towards the group. Any more information we should acquire?
Do you attempt to clear the dungeon, or do you just attempt to make some coin?
Coin should be primary.
Yeah.
For coinage,
What they said.
She turns back and blows off a little clipboard as she kind of scrambles through the dust. 16 through 20. It flips through a couple pages. While the terrain is more treacherous than the creatures you encounter, the treasures themselves can be anywhere from copper coins to gold coins, items, scrolls, gems. There is a chance of magic items as well. The enemies are not sparse, but not spaced out. So there's lesser enemies and it's more terrain-ish.
Oh, the terrain is more hazardous.
The terrain is more hazardous than the monsters, correct. Ish. And she's just reading and glancing over more as she's trying to figure out what else to tell you all. Some of the ice creatures on there, if you were to bring back some of the ice claws, that would fetch you some decent money. Some of the rock dwelling creatures, their teeth. And this is where I needed to pull. I had some stuff set up, but not 100% set up. I apologize. There are some wolves there. There are some wolves there. There is also some ghosts. If you can do with the spiritual. A couple yetis. I would be cautious of the banshee on floor 18. And if you have... And if you really, really want to fight, and you can get a frost salamander, taking 2 of its claws will fetch you easily about 300 gold. And he was last seen.
Okay.
He was last seen on floor 17, but that was 5 years ago.
Don't salamanders have 4 appendages?
Frost salamanders have 6.
Oh.
Oh,
And
spooky.
also
Spooky.
she kind of scrubs the paper. It's very old paper, as you can tell. Not very many people handle it. She kind of swipes it off, and by whoever wrote this, they're saying it is as huge as the mammoths on floor 19. So that means they're probably 4, 5 times your size.
Oh.
And we've had a couple people die on... Oh, that was 10 years ago, over the last sighting. But there's also a Remoraz on floor 19 itself. But that was last spotted 30 years ago. So I wouldn't too worry about that much.
We would die if we even breathed on that.
Reggie doesn't know what that is. Reggie doesn't know half the shit is.
You're just like nodding like, uh-huh, uh-huh,
Uh-huh.
uh-huh.
I know what a salamander is.
Yeah. But do you know what a Remoraz is?
No, I know what a wolf is.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, look at you, so well versed in travel. It's alright. Some people know monsters, some people don't. She says, well, that's all the information I have for the 16 through 20s. I would suggest grabbing some winter clothes, and then you'll be teleported to floor 16. Any other questions?
Look towards the
Negative
group.
for me. No?
Yeah, do you have any spare armors lying around?
This is not the place.
I mean, if they found any dead people, they might have the armor of those dead people still lying around.
I would check with the blacksmiths, and she would point.
Oh.
She would point over to that section over to the right behind your shoulders.
Alright, I believe that is all. Thank you.
You are most welcome.
As I kind of adjust the group to the side so we can discuss.
Feeling 100% better after eating, of course.
Arkon, you have
Yes.
any, or Keilani, do you have any knowledge of defeating spirits?
Spirits?
The ghosts. He's asking the ghost.
No,
I'm trying to
I understood.
introduce why Reggie should enchant his axe.
I have no prior experience with spirits or the supernatural. My experience solely lays in killing brigands and thieves.
I mean, souls wander from hell from time to time, but usually they're like not the worst when everything else is so much worse. I don't really have much experience.
Soul? Anybody?
Do I know anything about spirits?
Ghost.
Ghosts? Do you want me to do a history check, Duncan?
Yes, please. 14. A 14, you would know a little bit about ghosts. You would know that, they can be transparent. They can be passed through. They can pass through you. But something usually keeps them bound to the material plane, whether it be unfinished business or something bad happened to them and they have they have a tie somewhere to the world and they haven't let go or resolved. And that seems to be the way to get rid of them versus just stab them with a special shiny sword.
They have something that ties them to wherever they are, and you have to destroy them to destroy them. That's about it.
Okay. Either way, I believe we should tailor these cloaks to suit the weather. We all have cloaks. I bought all y'all cloaks, so it's gonna be cold. If there's a tailor around here, much like a blacksmith, we can tailor the cloaks to be jackets.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're all trying. Okay, tailor for the clothes, and then Keilani needs a blacksmith.
That would
Anything
be,
else we need?
right? Yeah, they point. That would be. She says they would be right next to each other.
The information kiosk lady.
Yes.
Do you know anything about ghosts?
They're spooky.
Spooky,
Oh,
scary
skeletons.
Send shivers
Down
down
your
your
spine.
Start going towards the tailor, I guess.
What can I help you with? And it seems to be a half elf.
I kind of stick my hand out to ask for everybody's cloak back.
I'm gonna activate
Eh.
my
Circlet.
and hand the cloak over.
We have these cloaks that we would like to be suited for harsh weather, harsh cold weather.
Oh. Already going to the deep dungeon? Alright. You must be some hardy adventurers yourself.
Do we have Bacardi adventures?
How much would that be?
To refit them for cold weather, for everything here, 2 silver. You just gotta add some fluff and gotta add some stuffing and make it all nice and cozy.
I'll pay for it. And
Okay.
I'll give him a gold. I don't really have a lot of change. Duncan,
Mm-hmm.
I gave the man a gold.
And he's like, give me 1 moment for some change. And he'll run to the back and bring you back out 8 silver. Give me about an hour, and I'll have them all ready for you.
Wonderful.
And he takes the cloaks and calls out like 3 or 4 other little random names. And a human, a half-elf, and a halfling all come out of the back of his shop. Clearly his co-workers. And he gives them the cloaks and tells them what needs to be done.
So we go next door to the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm. This one seems to be just a scarred and weathered human. And he's just pinging away and asks, what do you need? I'm quite busy, as you can see.
I was seeing if there's any adjustments you can make to the axe to better suit tougher enemies.
You want it enchanted? You want it silver lined? You want it special? You want it imbued with magic? You gotta be a little bit more specific. I can only do so much.
He wants a +2 weapon. With fire damage.
You want
What did she say?
I said
+2 with fire damage.
+2 weapon with fire damage.
A +2 weapon with fire damage.
I was just being smart. I don't even think I have enough gold.
Reggie doesn't know
Anything.
much. Well, he knows. He mainly knows druid magic.
So you're looking to imbue with fire.
How much would that cost?
Well,
Yes. I look around, shifty eyes. Yes.
If you want it to have charges, say 3 charges of imbued with fire, that would be that you're altering it to be able to have charges, and then when the charges are done, that means it's just a regular axe. Now, if you want it, okay, rapid fire that one. If you want it to permanently have a fire element to it, then that means you'd have to get it engraved and enchanted with runes. If you want it even more special to handle some certain creatures.
You see Reggie pull out the smallest notebook.
If you want it to just do a little extra oomph and be sharpened and potentially deal with undeads, I would have it just embedded and silver lined. But enchanting it with runes would also make it a magical weapon in of its instance.
Where would I get such runes?
You'd have to find a blacksmith that knew how to do runes.
Do you not know how to do that?
Ah.
And he's gonna he'll stop mid-stroke and look
Hey,
at
yo.
you. There you go. Mid-stroke on the piece of metal on the anvil. I should clarify. And look at you, doll. I am one of the adventurers guilds of Kambal's best blacksmiths. Of course I can do runes, but they are not cheap.
Talk your
Okay,
shit, King.
dude. I already asked you how much. Like, I don't know how many times I need to ask.
How much?
How much would it be for you to scribble your runes
I have gold.
on these eggs?
Scribble, you say?
I don't know anything about blacksmithing. Do I look like a blacksmith to you?
Barely not with
Oof.
those pressed clothes.
Pressed.
Before we have an
What
altercation,
does that mean?
I just want to deal with the undead, such as ghosts.
I want to know what he means
Reggie?
by pressed clothes.
Reggie, buddy,
What?
I'm an enchanter. If that was your whole goal,
I
can
thought you were a
enchant your axe.
scientist.
Yes, they have quite a lot of overlap.
You wouldn't enchant my circlet.
Your circlet's not within the capabilities of what I have. But if he just wants an axe, I can do the axe. If he's just wanting it enchanted, I can do it enchanted. Albeit it'll take me 8 hours. And I would have to sacrifice my +1 spellcasting. But I can do that.
Orc man.
I'd rather not.
Orc man.
Okay.
Reggie.
Reggie.
Almost said Reginald.
Original.
5 gold. It'll be done in 5 minutes.
Do what?
It's 5 gold. It'll be done in 5 minutes.
5 gold.
Just do the silver lining?
No, to do the full on make this a beast. Silver lined runes.
I have a
making it magical.
rune.
Silver lined.
I have gold.
Making it fucking nice and pretty. Rune it.
I can pay for it though. If you're low, I still have gold.
Hey. Man of my status has no need for currency anyway.
Okay. A woman from such lowly status as I doesn't understand the concept of money, so I can also pay. Almighty King, I'll bow deeply.
Can I pick her up?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna pick her up so she stands.
Fucking awesome.
I'm not gonna do that.
The blacksmith grabs the piece of metal with his tongs, takes and chucks the fucking glowing red hot piece of iron into his fucking shop as it batters and clangs against the floor and just buries in the back of the shop. He takes a deep breath, pulls one of his gloves off, and as he pulls his gloves off, basically from his forearm down is nothing but one giant burn scar and deep cut scars. And he sticks out his hand. If you have the gold, I'll make it happen.
I hand over the 5 gold with a doll still in my hand.
It seems you have deep pockets.
Koada, maybe you also want something for Keilani?
He's getting cooked.
He's getting cookies, which means he could be making these bitches from scratch, or he ran to the store for them.
No, my bad. I just ran back up.
Breathe. Hold on. Let me breathe.
My bad. My bad. The cookies are now in the oven.
Oh, I told you.
You're baking them?
He's
so
making
sick.
them from scratch. I told you. I fucking called
I
it.
figured I had like another 30 to 45 seconds.
Motherfucker.
I love
You
it.
gonna share with class?
Never fucking change, Koda. Never fucking change.
He didn't even fucking split it either. It's just one giant cookie pizza.
Oh my god, like the cookies at the mall.
No. They're normal sized cookies. Thank you very much. And yes, doll. There are many things. There's a couple things I would like to get for Keilani while I'm here. Thank you.
The blacksmith then puts the gold on the anvil, and then reaches out and motions towards Reggie and just doing the gimme gimme.
I hand over my great axe.
He puts it and flips it around to where the head is on the top of the anvil. He takes his glove off his other hand, and this one, while not excuse me. While not riddled with burn scars, it is riddled with scars itself. And then tattoos. Just scribes and scrawling and scratches of tattoos from his forearm down all of his fingers,
What
covering.
kind of tattoos?
Huh?
What kind?
I'm describing it.
Sorry.
Scratches and writings and letters and symbols of multiple different dialects covering his hands, all from the tops of his fingers, the sides, his palm, everything. He then takes from his pocket a small billet of silver, and then places it on top of the axe as well. He inhales a deep breath, holds his left hand covered with all the scratchings and tattoos over the axe, and he starts mumbling. He starts mumbling and almost chanting wise. With this, he will take, and as he starts doing this, the tattoos slowly start to dance all over his skin underneath them, as if they're scrambling, trying to find order, trying to find the arrangement of what they're trying to do. As the chant continues, he then takes 2 fingers on your little stack of 5 gold and presses it down. And it starts to melt and dissipate, as if the gold itself is the offering as it dissipates into the void of the air. As he releases off the gold before the anvil, the gold is now gone. It seems all of the letters congeal and collect within the palm of his hand and on the palm of his hands and fingers, as he then picks up the billet, and like he's kneading clay, he kneads the billet in his hand and traces along your already sharp edge of your axe, traces and pulls the silver along the edge as if he's kneading dough. He then snips off the end, tosses the other chunk in his right hand, where immediately you hear tss and smell the burning of flesh as he unflinchingly takes his thumb, presses and smears out the silver on one side of the great axe to an edge that you didn't believe was possible. Perfectly balanced, perfectly angled. It made your previous edge look like wood chippings. And he then repeats the same motion, dumping the silver on the other side of the great axe and doing it for the exact same over that edge and laying it with the silver, creating that almost unheard of edge. He then takes both of his hands, places it on the heads, the splayed heads of the axe, and then his mumbles and chanting stops, and then he says 2 words. He says 2 words that you are almost inaudible. He then takes his hands up and puts his middle finger down on one head, and it seems like some of the letters and scrapings transfer from his hand into the head of the axe. And he does the same for the other head. And some other letters and symbols transfer to the other head of the axe. And then he lifts his fingers up, and just as fast, all the letters and scribes just trail back and scatter back across his hand and forearm. He exhales deeply and shakingly puts his gloves back on, picks up your axe and says, "Done. It's been a long time since I've done something like that. But now, your axe is one of a kind, imbued with the fire and of forges, ever burning, ever bright, ever red, silver lined to be able to slice through even the most spiritual of ghosts and silver weakened enemies. I dub it and name it Iron Strike." And when he says that, the runes on both heads of the axes glow from black to red hot, almost as if they're heating the metal up around it. It is now a named magical weapon for you. I am done here. If you need anything else, talk to an associate. They'll help you with something else. I cannot do another one of those. I'm too old for this shit. As he then stands up and places his hands on the lower part of his back as he walks away, and another associate, a very much smaller man, comes up. As you realize that the man that was sitting down, the head blacksmith, towered a good foot taller than Reggie.
Oh,
but once he stood up. Once he stood up for his full height and stretched out, he towered over you, and then hunched back over with his hands on his lower back. Sorry, he can be quite snippy, but that was such... None of us have seen him do that before. So count your blessings on that one and pray to whatever God you believe in. That axe will never fail you. Is there anything else I can help you find adventurers with? Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any cheap armors here that you can use to better fit mine?
Cheap as in leather cheap, or cheap as in dingy steel cheap? Made by apprentices first try cheap?
Leather cheap. You see, I need this armor to be more fitted to my frame. It's a little large.
Excuse me, as he then quickly walks up and... one moment.
Pineapple's a safe word, okay?
I know. He then starts touching around all the joints and all the the extra space, and using his hand almost like a measuring tool. Gives you a couple rattles throughout there, and he's like, "Do you want it just padded, or do you want it form-fitting?"
Padded. The extra protection won't hurt.
Okay. I can give you some leather spacings and fit it and have it done in about an hour. 1 silver and 5 copper. Because it's going to be a decent chunk of leather change for the chest plate to make it really sit right and not just rattle around. And then I got to trim around for your wings.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll provide the 2 silver.
Not this time, doll. Thank you, though. Keilani's gonna very smugly give over 2 silver.
Like it wasn't hers to begin with.
Oh, that's right.
Shut up!
He'll gladly take the silver, and it's like, now undress, please.
Excuse me?
He can't work on it.
Undress, please. I need your armor. And he's just staring blankly at you, like waiting for you to like strip in front of him. I need your armor. If you
I
wish
will.
for me to know.
I will stand in front of Keilani and like blocking.
No! My good friend, phrasing. Phrasing matters. Okay?
You're one to talk about that.
Somebody better get this thing before I...
he's just standing there with his arms like in a shelf position, just waiting for you to just start putting the armor in his hands.
Well, to make this faster, Doll, can you give me a hand?
Sure.
Thank you.
Reggie, as
Gonna undo the
you
latch
stand
and
in front of
everything.
them, he's just staring like blankly at your chest.
Oh, like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Bro.
Yeah,
Just
like I don't
hand
give
me
a
the
fuck.
armor.
Yeah, like whatever. Like, give me the armor. I have work to. You're giving me work to do. Give me the thing to work on so I can get it done.
Did you not want
as taking off East Peach.
Hmm? Oh no.
He's peach. Ooh, peachy.
Huh? No. I find that my celestial heritage does more than enough to help me get by.
what about you, Arkon? Did you want anything?
No, honestly, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. I'm chilling. Well, my only other option is to go ditch you guys and go find another temple. But honestly, I think I'm good right now.
I do not believe there's a religious institute near this portal. Or could be, honestly. You'll never know who you might need to pray to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you looking
basically.
for a temple?
No.
Let's say
Oh.
Is there a
Also-
temple to the dark gods here?
every major city has one. Yes.
Even the
Arkon, I'll give you 5 gold to go burn it all down.
That would cause quite the
I'm gonna
issues.
backhand Keilani.
Roll for unarmed strike.
Absolutely.
And Keilani, you are in the midst of derobing your armor. You can't react to this.
Unarmored strike is strength, right?
Yeah, it's strength.
Okay.
I
Wrong
should
page.
probably have no, not that. Yes. Yes.
16.
For a technically
No.
unarmored, even unarmored.
Oh, even unarmored?
Yeah, you're
You're disrobing.
taking off. You're disrobing. You're taking your armor off.
What am I? Oh. No, I think. Yeah, no, that hits. I think.
What plate mail is +2?
Hold up. Alright, do I have the armor on or off at this point?
You have the majority of it off to where it doesn't give you the bonus at this point.
Oh, then yeah, that hits.
Base AC with plate armor provides 18. So whatever your AC is after you take that off.
Which is 12.
Okay, so yes, it would hit. Keilani, you feel a swift and sharp sting to your cheek as Arkon slaps you across the face. It doesn't do damage per se. It just sends a message.
We haven't even been here a day. We do not need to be burning the locale down.
You know, a simple no to my jest would have been more than enough.
A bead of sweat runs down this worker's the side of his head as he's still trying to stare blankly with his arms outstretched, slowly piling up with armor.
You could put them down. Like, are
He's just like, just please finish handing the armor. Trying to just
I started like sitting it down on the table.
Is that all?
That'll be all.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will see you in an hour, and you will have everything fitted.
Also, speaking of helmets, speaking of armor, do I still have that helmet?
The Trojan helmet?
Well,
Yes.
I thought you gave that to Vaeryn.
Oh yeah, Vaeryn has it.
Okay.
The helmet does nothing. I mean, you can put it on and see what it does. But, like, stat-wise, it does nothing. So what do you want to do for the next hour?
Give me 1 second. I smell smoke. I think
Uh-oh.
somebody's cooking.
Oh boy. While Koada prevents his house from being burned down yet again for the third time this month, the assistant says there is a quick little praying area next to the main entrance if you wish to go pray. As he then disappears in the back rooms.
No.
I'm good.
I wonder. I looked at the pamphlet. What other privileges? Do we get any other benefits for clearing a dungeon?
You could ask the informational desk what the standard benefits would be for clearing this dungeon.
For clearing this dungeon?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just whenever you clear. Oh, it just depends on what you clears, what you get.
Ask the information
Sorry,
desk.
sir. Sorry, so you can't come to the VIP club. You don't have enough DP yet.
Sorry, I'm getting chilly.
Get your dungeon points up.
Dungeon points up. You need your DP points higher to enter this dungeon.
Like, I'm sorry, we hooked you up because you look strong. Everything else, brother, like.
It's all on you. But no, you could ask the information desk and be like, oh, if someone were to perhaps clear the dungeon, what would they be awarded? You could ask that.
I try to find like the longer line since we have time.
You do find the longer line, and it's weirdly long, but it's moving really fast. And you notice that a bunch of men and women are holding flowers. And
Uh-oh.
I get to the wrong line.
no. But very quickly, the line is moving, and as people begin to pass you, they stand there, they walk slowly with their heads hung as if denied. As you get to the front of the line and you're peeking and you see the receptionist, it seems like she's still standing a couple feet back and clearly being out of everyone else's reach. She's saying, does her little, what can I help you with spiel. And then the person in front of him would say something, and she kind of fidgets and then says, just shakes her head no. As they then leave the pile of flowers on the front desk and hold their head low as they walk off.
Is there like any notes on them?
There's a couple. Some of them have notes, some of them don't.
have good eyes.
As you then get like the third person away from the front, you notice that she is sitting down on a large chair. And she is wearing the guild's uniform for the informant, the little cut vest and everything. But you notice that she is massive. Not like fat massive, but like Goliath massive. And even sitting down, the top of her head is almost scraping the inside of the informational booth. And all of her proportions are large.
Just like open up the roof to get in.
Kinda, yeah. Like even for a giant and a Goliath woman, she is that top percentile. Like knees to chest, and she's bending down. Knees to chest, even in this chair, and she's just shaking her head no. And it seems like people, both men and women, are trying to be her seducer. And trying to be her captive, and not captive. That's the wrong fucking word.
Wow.
That's not.
Please step on me. No.
They're trying to woo her, and she's just shaking her head no at each and every one. But she's very timid about it. Then it becomes your turn, and she kind of cocks her eye a little bit and notices you don't have flowers, and she goes, "Welcome to Kumbal Dungeon Information. What can I help you with?"
Yes, I just wanted to know the benefits of completing dungeon.
If you were, and she kind of just an actual question.
I kind of just I kind of like push them aside as I feel like they're blocking my vision a little bit.
Yeah, you push the giant pile of flowers to the side. Call your brother, see what he wants.
Mine?
Yes, he's calling me.
What's up, Coach?
Yeah, what's up, Coach? He's calling me at 11 o'clock at night, making sure he's okay.
Hey, are you okay?
She then calls up and just comes out of the chair, and the chair almost sighs of relief from holding her.
Well, obviously you did want to talk to him because you didn't call me.
And she rummages through a couple packets, and a couple of other people are like, "Oh, thank God, she gets a break." And then she pulls up a little pamphlet, and
Duncan,
yes,
he wants to know if a DDR RAM would work on Manny's computer.
DDR4, DDR5, it depends on the type and the type of his motherboard and what generation it is.
It really just depends on the motherboard. Once you know the motherboard, it'll tell you
it'll tell you the generation.
The DDR type.
Yeah. If you can send me the type of motherboard it is and the name of it, I can tell you. Sorry.
I love you too, Bob.
So,
He's driving home from Louisiana. He was working. So
Oh.
That's why he's calling you so late.
oh, I don't know.
I know, I'm just telling.
I get worried. Family calls me in the middle of the night, and
He's fine.
That's fair.
That's a fair assumption. She then pulls out the pamphlet, and she tries very carefully and puts it on the front desk and uses her fingers, which are about as broad as your biceps, by the way. Her pointer fingers are as thick as your biceps. And she kind of opens it and opens it. And she says, "By order of the king, back when we still had a king, 350 years ago, those who clear this dungeon on average basis of party of 5 would be awarded the title Heroes of Kumbal, Dungeon Divers, place among the royal courts and their families for the next 3 generations, sought after financially. Immediate rewards would be 25 astral diamonds.
Oh,
Arkon.
Is Arkon even with me? I thought I just went by myself.
Arkon heard the
you
word.
100% did.
Arkon heard the
Just a
words
distance.
astral diamonds muttered. His head just like an owl snaps.
Like a fucking lizard just. Oh.
Like looking at a fucking Enderman, he just teleports to me.
All I hear now is lizard, 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 lizard. That's all I hear now. Hello, chat. Arkon magically appears behind you, and all you hear him mutter is, astral diamonds? In, like, breathing, whispering in the back of your ear, Reggie.
Don't sneak up behind me.
Yeah.
Rude.
25 astral diamonds to be granted immediately, and free passage to any city and in the country, along with a house, estate, or castle of fair value. So basically, you become a miniature king for clearing this dungeon.
Even Arkon won't make that low for making that joke. That's too fucked.
Can I help you with anything else? She excitedly is like happy to do her job and not just be be courted.
What about lower dungeons? They're like the pop-up ones. We've gotten a slight advantage or a shortcut to 18th floor due to our
hey, hurry
previous
up.
adventures. You
hear from behind you. Other people are waiting.
I turn around to see who it is.
It's this little skinny dude. It seems to be a string bean, and he has 2 long swords by his side, and he's holding a little bundle of roses tied around with a pink ribbon. And he's kind of leaning out of the line, just like, come on, dude.
Do you think you're any different?
I could be. You know, I don't know. That's why I'm in line, dude.
No. Useless. As I turn back around. Anyway.
Pop-up dungeons, those that are new and uncharted, it is by district that will determine the district and the Dungeon Authority Guild that will determine the rewards. Once they are set around, once they have been set for a certain amount of time, and if they remain uncleared, then it goes to the country of origin, where they will then determine a dungeon, especially if they become a uncleared dungeon with an economy built around them. Established dungeon.
Okay. All right. Lastly, is there a place where there's a coliseum of some kind around here?
A coliseum?
Yes, a place to spa.
We have training grounds right here, right over there, next behind the blacksmith, and we also have training grounds over here on the other side. There's, and she motions to some dirt pits, sunken in the ground about a foot and a half, like 30 by 30 foot wide, about 4 of them, and then rows of dummies for archery at different paces.
Excellent. You have a nice to see your day. And I am immediately gonna turn around and go to that dude that was talking shit.
Do you have a good day too? And she kind of holds her hand up, and you realize if she wanted to, she could wrap her entire hand around your chest.
I know, I'm still going to that fucking guy.
Yeah. And he's like, "What do you want? Thank the gods you're finally done. Now we can."
Punch him in the face.
Do you want to challenge me?
No, I don't want to challenge you. I want to try to court her.
Why not?
Throw your glove
If you
down.
can best me in combat, maybe you'd be half as skilled of a man to handle someone like her.
Why do you think
What
I'm
say
lying? Why do you think I'm lying? I'm trying to have my chance.
I'm gonna,
Punch him.
like I said, if you could best me in combat, maybe you'd be half a man to handle her.
Okay.
What say you, sweetly?
I'm sorry. I broke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Fucking rush me.
I broke.
Your patience is as thin as your arms.
Oh, that was good, Ben. Fuck you. That was good. That was
You're
good.
welcome every time.
It was the face. It wasn't what it was said. It was just the fucking face.
His fucking stone cold dead eyes, while simultaneously not holding the sword properly at all.
At all. He's gonna just look at you and look at the roses. Fine, if you want to fight, and he'll set the roses down, step away. That's my spot. Fine, if you want to fight and you want to you want me to prove that I'm half the man as you are, fine. Let's go to the pits. And you'll see him start walking away towards the pits.
You sell the roses?
No, he put the roses in the line to hold his spot.
Alright, I'm gonna walk behind him. I'm gonna fucking kick him to the side. Fuck this.
He's just walking his way towards the pits. God.
I'm walking
he's like,
behind him.
Fine, fuck. And just kind of sighing, just like, man, didn't want to do this. Just wanted to blend in.
If he turns into the fucking Hulk, I'm uninstalling D&D. I'm telling you this right now.
And he's just like, I didn't want to do this. I was just killing time. Jorga's gonna be so mad at me.
Who? Who is this Jorga?
Jorga is my party leader. He told me not to get in trouble, and oh look, I'm trying to do my own thing, and I get in fucking trouble by some holier than thou white knight, dude.
Oh, fucking kill him. Yes.
Yas, queen.
like Reggie really wants to fight. There's something ignorant just popped off in him. But at the same time, I know Duncan. I know Duncan. Just watch this be some like level 18 piece of shit.
I'm not that big of a piece of shit. Thanks, Keilani.
Weapons or no weapons?
Honestly, no weapons is fine. I don't really want to get hurt too bad. I don't want to actually
Seem bored.
No, not bored. It's just this seems like such a waste, dude. Like I could have just been in line, but you were holding it up, and I was getting impatient. Like, okay, let's just get this done and over with. And he'll step into one of the pits that's empty.
God damn, killing! How you gonna kill my vibe like this?
You're the. I just.
How you gonna kill my vibe? I just wanted to intimidate him a little bit.
You're doing it. And he's just like, fine, let's just get this over with. And he'll step into the pit, undo the buckle of his pants and the straps for his swords, and he'll undo it and toss them outside of the. Oh no! Don't get too excited, Koada. God damn it. Yes. Oh, you fucking gooner. You fucking gooner. Watch out for the salami sword. He's pulling his cock. He's pulling his cock out.
I can hear him.
He's pulling his cock
No
out.
fucking way.
God damn it, all of you.
I just fucking see the thing like I can hear him. It's like he's here with us.
Oh my goodness.
You're fucking idiots, all of you. He then unbuttons the cape, the cloak around his neck, and tosses it as well. Rolling up his sleeves. He has very long, nimble hands and fingers. Veiny, but not muscular veiny. Like almost not malnourished, but just thin and wispy hands. And he just...
As in a hold my purse fashion, I'm gonna hand my weapons to Arkon.
Of all people.
Absolutely, fucking like, you got your earrings off too?
My what?
Do you have earrings?
Sure.
I don't know the answer
No,
to
it's
that
the
question.
joke. It's part of the joke.
I know.
It's part of the joke. It's part of the purse.
Okay, I was making sure. I was like, I didn't think you had earrings.
No.
He's like, all right.
The only
Till one of us is unconscious or gives up.
Cool. I get into my stance.
All right, fists only, no magic, no bullshit, and he won't close his hands. He'll keep them almost knife-like, as then he'll just kind of stand back and take a foot and lean more on his back leg. Let's get this over with. Roll initiative really quick.
Hooray!
Hooray! Look at you on a roll that doesn't fucking matter. Alright, so you will go first. He will go second.
21.
21. Alright.
Knowing he's like in a kind of like like what kind of knife is he holding? Or,
No, he's not
in
holding
the position he's in. He's like he's holding a knife, right?
No. His hands, instead of bunched up like for fisticuffs, they're flat and open.
Gonna move to the side a little bit and just try to get closer and try to go for. I'm just gonna go for a grapple. Go for a grapple and try to pin him to the ground. It's just a strike. God damn it! No. Duncan?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to grapple him, and I rolled a 3.
Mm-hmm. You do not grapple him.
Okay. I mean, I can't do anything else, right?
As you then go down for the grapple and wrap around, he sidesteps and puts his hand on your shoulder and pushes you away, not down to the ground, but away.
Yeah.
He says, "Too easy." He is then, yeah, that's all. Movement and your attack. You can bonus for rage.
I don't want to use up any resources
Okay.
for this fight. I
So
just wanted to be just a normal, like,
Fisticuffs.
I can just I'm just gonna grab a health potion and we're done. And we're done with this.
So he's gonna turn around and step behind you.
Huh?
And he's going to feel his foot slip in the dirt, and you say "fuck" as he then just his knuckles kind of like stab you in mid back, and as he puts his weight into you, and then he's gonna bounce himself back and take a step, even more so back. Fucking dirt.
Okay.
No damage is done.
Okay. He's got his distance.
Yeah, he just got his distance.
Yeah.
Seems like we're both off
So
to
now-
a shitty
okay.
start.
It seems so. I'm gonna try to. Fuck it. I'm gonna just get really close and try to go for a quick punch.
Like a straight diaphragm.
Oh,
buddy!
word to my fucking. Oh my god.
That's a straight attack roll, buddy. You know what time it is. I will say this right now. If you roll a 75 or higher on this D100, you knock yourself out.
There's no fucking way.
If you roll a 75 or higher on this D100, you knock yourself out in front
How
of
did I knock myself out with a punch? There's no fucking shot,
I
though.
will tell you how. Roll the D100.
Me?
Yes.
Mom would roll the D100.
Ooh. As you go for the quick punch, he sees you coming for the punch, and he just baps the other side of your hand, and as you go with the movement, it kind of curls back up and punches you right at the top of your lip, and it busts your lip open for 1 damage, just enough to bloody it.
Okay. Alright.
You're a little slow there, bud. 15 hits, correct?
15 hits? Yeah, that's exact.
Okay.
Is the armor on or off? We have our armor on?
He has no. He has just leather armor, and then just a chest plate.
Okay.
It seems like.
He has armor on, so I don't have my armor on. Good game.
So you do?
Yeah, I do have my armor on.
Okay, so that still hits.
Yes, it
Okay.
meets.
Make a con save.
Fuck. 13.
With his open hands, he's going to very quickly go and stab right on the top of your collarbone and right at the shoulder joint. And your arm is now paralyzed.
Which arm?
Your left arm, and you will take
What the?
6 points of damage as you feel your nerves are screaming and on fire. From it almost feels like as you shift around, your arm is semi-dislocated as well.
God damn it.
There's one. You can give up and we can go back to our ways, bro. You wanted this.
An apology would suffice.
You're the one that started this.
You're the one that started this.
Okay, no.
I was in line getting information for my party. You were frolicking around doing personal business, trying to be flirtatious with a woman that doesn't want you, and you're at her place of business.
Well, then you should have gone in another line, not the line full of men and women standing with flowers.
I thought it was a funeral, not gonna lie.
I thought it was a funeral as well. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought it was a funeral, and I didn't want to be rude.
Why? And he's just gonna like open his hands up and like point his head to answer. Why would you think there's a funeral at the information desk when there's a whole funeral
Someone could
casket
have
to the side of
died.
the
I
building?
have no idea.
People
Someone could have
die all
died.
the time.
And
He's
there's
just
a
like,
dungeon
"You
right there.
fucking-
There's
You fuck. There's a whole
Arkon
bear.
from the sidelines. Ladies, you're both pretty. Now go back to fighting.
There's a whole funeral department to the side building over there. Why the fuck would we be at the informational desk?
maybe an employee died. I don't know. I don't know this.
He's just gonna
This
throw.
information.
He's gonna slap his hands down to his side and like throw his head up and turn away for a second. Be like, oh.
Whatever. Can I use my? While he's doing that, can I use my action to like hit my arm back?
You can use a bonus action for it. Yes.
Sweet. What do I have to do?
Just roll me a con check. Just a check, and I'll tell you. You
Oh, yes.
You take it and go, and kind of put it back and get tingle and sensation feeling again. You have now access to both arms. He's just kind of like, brother, you must be new here. At that point, I expect to fucking cross to the jaw.
I kind of
I
I
expect
want
to cross to the jaw.
to.
Come on, Reggie, don't disappoint me.
I honestly thought this was gonna end in an argument. That would have been kind of funny. I mean,
it was about to until Arkon opened his mouth and said, "Okay, ladies, we want to see a fight."
shut up.
Stoke the fire, stoke the fire.
Listen, we don't have to fight for honor, but we can still fight for the sake of it, if you'd like. If not, move on. We'll move on. And I expect you to respect other people's business.
And he's like, all this could have been averted. Fine, let me get my
If you would just
let me
say,
get my stuff and
I'm
get back
sorry.
to my. I'm not sorry for what I said, and I don't expect you to be sorry for taking up lying because you're whatever. If we're not gonna fight, I'm done. And he's gonna turn his back to you and start walking towards his belt with his swords. He's like, "This has been a waste of my time. And it's even better that we just stop now before Jorga comes back. Because I don't want another fucking earful." Are we done? As he turns around before bending down to get his swords. Are we done?
Cool. Yes.
Okay, thank you. And he bends down and grabs his cloak and his swords and bundles them up. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going back to my spot in line. Good day.
I'm just gonna smile a little bit knowing I kicked his flowers to the side. Now he has to reset and he's gonna get rejected. Fucking pussy. Whatever. Fuck you.
About a minute passes as you grab your stuff and start donning it as well. Oh, come on!
As he
They
just
were right
he
here.
belly laughs. He belly laughs back to everybody else. Back to Keilani and Doll.
You do hear a small chuckle and snicker from among the crowd. And he's just, ugh! You see him find his roses and start tromping to the back of the line.
To come to damage.
So it's been about 20 minutes. You got about another half hour before all your stuff is done. What would y'all like to do?
Take a single short rest.
Everyone else okay with that?
Yeah.
So you found a little shady spot underneath some of the trees.
I gotta give 7 HP back, dog. Need that.
A little short rest. You find a spot under the trees, and you get your HP back. Look at you. And then about that last little half hour, 45 minutes pass, and you go to each the blacksmith, and Keilani, your plate armor now has a good 1.5 to 2 inches thick in wavering patterns throughout all of your armor, and as you put it on, it fits snugly. It is still movable, it is still breathable, but it doesn't clankle and jangle and clatter like a possessed suit of armor.
Yeah. Perfect.
And then you go over to the tailor's, and neatly all piled up at the front desk is all the cloaks. And as you then look at the cloaks, they are lined with wool, very, very, like 2 inches thick of very compressed and neat wool, lining the entire inside, the hood, and even the draping sleeves for where your arms would be. And they've also installed 5 or 6 buttons through the front to make sure it can clip up to the front to be more of a trench coat than anything. Here you go. 5 coats for the lower floors.
Thank you. As I distribute them and put it back, put one of the cloaks on our deposed friend.
He's almost like a kite.
He's like my back bling, like in Fortnite.
Yeah. And with that, y'all are ready to go into the dungeon.
Yippee!
Yippee! Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I look at everybody else.
With that,
I make sure fucking Vaeryn is snug on my back.
just arms outstretched, ready to go.
Yeah.
With that, there's a woman waiting at the beginning of the dungeon and checking everyone's card, and then placing it on a little altar, and it bling flashes real quick. Most of it is green. There's a couple of brown ones that flash. Yes, the gloves. Yeah, okay, gloves. You should have said that, but I'll say you get gloves as well.
Sorry, I forgot.
It's okay. But then you guys all come in, all dressed and bundled for the icy frigid, and very quickly you all start to get really hot as you're waiting in line. But then it becomes your turn, and you hand her your entrance card. And she puts it on the little pedestal, and it flashes bright blue. And she says, "Oh!" Immediately.
Sorry, it's from an activity.
Welcome back.
She's immediately off to the lower floors. Best of luck.
Hi.
Hope you survive.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
She'll say, just walk on through.
I shall.
As you all walk through, you feel your body all along each and every crevice around you begin to tingle. And as you walk through, it flashes some bright lights in front of you. And then, you, almost as if it's a bubble-thin layer, it goes and pops. And then all of you are standing Doop. Party ribbon here. Give me 1 second to get all of you guys again. I forgot to do that. There you go. And then if you could reset your HP and all that, please and thank you. That would be lovely and wonderful. This seems... You look behind you, and you see 2 double doors with a frozen stairwell going up. And it seems to be a frozen path of stone in front of you. The walls, jagged rocks and frost and ice covering everywhere. Crystals of ice formations and frozen pools of water everywhere, it seems to be. And congratulations, you are now in the 16th floor of the dungeon. In the
Hooray.
floors of ice and tundras.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's early, but this is actually a really good stopping point for everybody right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what we're, yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And so that's where we'll stop, and we'll see everyone back next week.
Yay, we're in the dungeon now.
Yay, in the dungeon!
Away.